Hey, what's going on, y'all? Welcome to the 1% podcast. It's your boy, just.j.c, and I got my co-host right here.
J McDonald.
And this is episode 3, I think.
Yeah, let's send it 3.
3? It should have been episode 1.
Yeah, it should have been.
But we forgot to hit record on the first one, but here we are. And yeah, so in today's episode, we're going to kind of do interview, right? Talk about my boy right here.
Let's send it.
Tech Sergeant McDonald, right?
Who would have thought?
Right? Who would have thought? And kind of talk about his story and his journey leading up to, where he's at right now. And then also talk about life outside the military, because that's a big thing I want to hit on, especially with this podcast, is that you can be successful in the military, but also have success outside, because the military is going to stop.
Yeah, it is.
20 years, 15, 30, whatever you do. But there's going to be a point where you retire, and then what's next, so what's left. So with that being said, go ahead. The floor is yours.
All right. So Jordan McDonald, or J McDon, originally from Cleveland, Ohio area. So I won't give you pinpoint. You don't need to know all my information.
Let me get your social too.
Yeah, I swear to you. Graduated in high school in 2011. Went to college on a baseball scholarship. Jacked that up in school. Did a little bit too much of extracurricular activities, partying.
Yep.
But nonetheless, found my way back home. And I moved out of my mom's house. So it was my mom and my sister, and my dad lived somewhere else. My parents were divorced. Super deep. Holy cow. And then moved out on my own and worked for a year. So from 2011 to 2012. And I started talking to a recruiter because I was like, hey, man, this just isn't for me.
And which was what? Chilling at home?
Well, just being at home and being in the same exact area, around the same exact people.
Yeah.
Doing the same exact stuff all the time. And I was like, yo, there has to be more that I can do for myself and set my future family up for, just a good, happy, subtle life.
Yeah.
So I finally followed through, because it took me a couple of times to actually follow through with the recruiter.
Yeah.
Before I joined.
Why is that?
I feel like I was just hesitant, maybe scared, because I had just I felt I was really good at baseball, right?
Yeah.
So I feel that's something I really liked or loved, you could even say, right? And then having to go forward and do something like starting from block 0, maybe even -2,
Yeah, because...
and building back up.
Yeah,
so it's kind of scary.
Yeah.
So eventually I was like, you know what? This is for sure what I'm about to do. This is my second chance. So I joined, arrived at BMT on February 13th, 2013.
Wow.
Yeah. That's why I keep mixing up the dates in the other
with that,
podcasts.
yep.
Yeah.
So how long you been in the Air Force?
So it'll be 9 years this coming February.
So you zooming because you're E6 Tech.
I guess I'm zooming.
Oh yeah, that's zooming.
Yo, I met somebody the other day who's at 6 years in a tech.
Well, they're zooming, but you're still doing pretty good for yourself.
Fair enough. Appreciate you, brother. So went through basic. Basic was pretty cool experience. Some people hate it. I didn't mind it.
Yeah.
Dorm chief, a whole bunch of different stuff. So my leadership kind of started there.
Yeah,
Even before with sports. And then graduated February, March, April. And then went to technical training. So I am TMO, or traffic management by trade.
Yep.
So AFSC code is 2TOX1. Currently a 2TO71. And graduated that, went to my first duty location with, shout out to my my homeboy Dom. Went to the same technical training together, and then we headed to Alaska together, Elmendorf Air Force Base, and kind of just set it off. So really just getting to know my job and stuff. the reason why I bring up Dom is because he'll tell you I was a great airman, and like I motivated him, but homie was the burner early on, so he made staff before me.
Oh yeah,
all
yeah.
that stuff.
Yeah.
But so spent 3 years in Alaska. Learned a lot about my job. Then came to San Antonio in 2016, and I've been here ever since.
So let's go back a little bit. So in Alaska, how was that? Because you think about Alaska and you think of snow and cold and
igloos.
Yeah, igloos and
Penguins.
moose meat,
Yeah,
whatever, right?
Moose. Yep.
Moose, right?
Yeah, it's not Mises.
Yeah, yeah.
No, but definitely no. So Alaska, I got my assignment right.
Yeah.
I found out in technical training I was actually making fun of the kid who was going to Alaska.
Mm,
I was like, oh,
karma.
Yeah, dude, that sucks. I was
Got
like, can
him.
you look up mine? He's like,
Yep.
oh, you're going overseas. I was like, yes.
Yeah.
Then he was
Oh,
like,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
but it's Alaska as well. And I was like, oh, dang.
For those of you who don't know or what he's referring to is that Alaska, yes, it is stateside. We understand that
Yep.
it is here in the States, but for the purpose of what? I guess
Military,
military,
pay and all
yeah,
that stuff.
it's overseas.
Considered overseas, yeah.
So
'Cause
got
it's
him.
outside of the continental
Yes,
U.S.
yes. All right.
So I leave after I graduate tech school. I go home on RAP, so Recruiter's Assistant Program, for like 14 days. And then I head to Alaska. I get there my very first night, breath all stinky because it was like a 12-hour travel day. My supervisor's talking to me. I was like,
Yeah.
Where's my room at?
Yeah.
And, I get to my room, place my stuff down, brush my teeth because it was about that time. And then I head over to the dining facility at 11 p.m. So it's midnight chow.
Yeah.
Right? I walk outside and it's still bright outside. Who would have thunk it, right?
Yeah. That's another thing too. Yep.
Skies purple.
Yep.
I was like, holy heck. So purple skies. And I literally stopped and it smelled amazing out. I don't know what it is. Like, it's just that natural smell, I guess, in Alaska. And I was like, yo, I can actually do this. This is actually a pretty cool place.
Yeah.
Like, if this is what I get to see on a daily basis or at least on a regular basis, then I could do this. And it ended up being like the best 3 years of my life. To be honest with you.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, minus, which I get to later, I have a daughter now and a
Yeah,
family.
yeah.
That's a blessing. But
Yeah.
like, experience-wise,
Yeah.
it's pretty insane.
So would you say like, because I'm from the Pacific Northwest, right? Y'all probably see right there, upper left USA. You know what I mean? So I'm used to like the cold, I guess, or all seasons, especially up in Seattle. But being up there in Alaska, excuse me, being up there in Alaska, you see the no darkness, right?
Yeah.
Were you an outdoors person prior to going to Alaska, or did you become an outdoors person, being there?
So, like, obviously we talk offline.
Yeah.
So, like, I did snowboarding since I was about 6 years old.
Oh, yeah. Hey, so this dude, so he told me he liked snowboard. I didn't realize it until I saw his videos. I'm like, yo, this dude is Sean Brown, dude. Not Sean White, Sean Brown.
Yo, this
doing
guy.
flips and stuff. I was like, what? What?
Yeah, man. So I've been doing it for a while. I didn't really learn
Yeah.
how to do that stuff, though, until I got to Alaska.
Yeah, well, yeah, you got all these snow.
So to answer your question, yes, I was an outdoors person.
Yeah.
But not like that.
Okay.
So, like, being there, I did a lot. I would get off work.
Yeah,
I would
yeah.
grab my stuff, and sometimes I would already have my stuff in my car, and I would just head right to the ski resort, either on base,
That's
right off
dope.
base.
That's dope. Oh, so they had one on base.
Yeah, there was one on the backside of base, like
Yeah.
5 minutes from the dorm.
Okay, that's nice.
So I would go up there. They would have like little competitions and stuff, which is pretty cool.
Which
so.
you probably won after seeing those
I
videos.
got second. My homeboy, the reason why I got better, one of my friends, he was
teaching you how to do flips. I
Yeah.
could not, like, when I saw that, I was like, what?
Yeah,
Because,
scary.
oh, yeah.
I think it was the confidence, like hanging out with them, like
Yeah,
snowboarding with
yeah.
them. They gave me the confidence. They were like, just do it. And I was like, normally I'd be scared.
Yeah.
Yeah, just send it. I
'Cause-
sent it. Worked
Shoot.
out.
I tried to, so speaking on snowboarding, so the first time, even though I'm from Washington, I never snowboarded until I went to Japan.
Oh, really?
And yeah, we went to this mountain. I forgot where the mountain was. It was like 8 something. It was like a special mountain, but lots of snow. and I started learning about the different like levels, like
Black
black diamond.
blue, yep.
I didn't know it, so then all my boys were like, "Hey, we're gonna go to like what's the high one, black diamond or something."
Double black.
Yeah, we went to double black diamond, and you're with your boys, so you're not trying to be like the one. But I was like, yeah, let's go, let's do it. You know what I mean? Get up there, and I was like, yo, how am I gonna get down? So I learned how to snowboard, I guess the hard way on the way down, because if I didn't figure it out,
You're stuck.
I'm stuck.
No kidding.
Yep, and that's why they took me up there. So shout out to you, Jazz. You're probably watching this laughing because, man, you made me learn the hard way. But, man, snowboarding's fun.
It's crazy, though. Now, we talk about the 1%. I'm going to drift it off just a little bit.
Okay. Yeah.
But, like, the 1%, sometimes we got to get on top of the hill.
Yeah,
to understand, like,
yeah.
all right, this is what it takes. Mm-hmm. But we got to always make our way back down.
That's true.
To level ourselves out. So
or get humbled on my butt.
Yeah.
Yeah,
you were icy sword.
Oh, yeah. But I won again. I'll tell you that. So, all right, so you're in Alaska. You enjoyed the scenery. You said it was, one of the best times in your life. And then you went here. You went here, not to here. You went here. I'm going to have to cut this out. Got this dang corona, man. So you get here, San Antonio.
Yep.
What's next? Or what happens?
So when I got to San Antonio,
yeah.
So I got an assignment here. So can't really talk about where I was assigned to, but it was a good assignment. It was rough for me, and that's why it was good. So I got there. I've always been knowledgeable at my job. I've always been good. At my job.
Yeah.
At least I like to think so, right? And I ended up making staff my first year there. And the reason why it was hard is because there was other people, not necessarily felt threatened or anything, but they were go-getters too.
Yeah.
So they would really get at me like, oh, you don't know enough, or like, you need to understand this lane and that lane. And me being me, I usually don't take that well from anybody. You gotta talk to me as a person.
Yeah, or at least as a peer, right? Especially if it's someone the same rank as you or whatever.
Shout out to my boy Jay, you know who I'm talking about. But yeah, he did me in quite a bit on that assignment. But we ended up like on the back end of it becoming friends. Because I understood where he was coming from. And it made me a better NCO, a young NCO, right?
Yeah.
So I spent, I want to say 2.5 years there, 3 years maybe.
Yeah.
And then I got assigned, I got an email. Let's not even go to the email yet. So my job to me is not high speed enough for me. It's a great job.
It's just not
9 to 5.
Yeah.
It's not for me at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So I started training to retrain into pararescue or the special warfare community.
Yeah.
Now, I'm sure there's plenty of people who are like, I'm a retrain, go to special warfare. And I know there's a lot of people that try. And I was fully committed, rucking, doing all that stuff, swimming, running, lifting, getting in shape, doing.
Probably losing on your gains, though, you know what I mean?
Bro, I was the heaviest I've ever been.
Really? Doing that?
190.
For me, I was the opposite. I lost like 20 pounds when I started. But I was doing a lot of CrossFit workouts.
Same.
Because before I was doing a lot of bodybuilding workouts, so I was like pretty hefty. Then I started doing more like cardiovascular, and just for my body type, I lost 20 pounds, especially with all the rucking and stuff.
Sheesh.
Yeah.
But it's crazy. I don't know how I gained that much weight because I went from 175 to 190.
Genetics.
But it was healthy 190.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got those genetics. Your body was like, oh, bet.
Insane.
Let's get it.
And I can't get back there for some reason. Whatever.
Well, I don't have those genetics too, y'all. I got these Filipino genetics. I got a small waist. That's about it.
Hey, don't let my man fool you.
Oh, his big shirt too. That's y'all. If y'all watching the video, you see this big shirt. It's all illusion, man.
My man's yacked.
Shoot.
But